Jerry Shallow with the Rancho Regional Chamber of Commerce, and once again it's time for a tour to local. Today we're at Office Alternatives, and with us we have Christina, who's the president of Office Alternatives. Christina, tell us what's happening at Office Alternatives.
Oh my goodness, thanks for having me, Jerry. Exciting things are happening here. We have seen a rise in how we help small business in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho by what we do. So post-pandemic closures, we've seen people come in and need office space, needing virtual services and things that I can describe later. But we're really excited at how we're helping these businesses gain a footing and get back out of the hole, so to speak, with the pandemic closures and put us all in.
Sounds good. So if you have a business, you've been a home-based business, and you're trying to get things ramped up again, how is it that Office Alternatives can help them?
Oh my goodness. Well, we have a lot of different ways. So if you are a home-based business or an independent, say like financial advisor, insurance agent, you work out of your home, we have a lot of ways we can help you. So one is your address, your professional address. You want to use a professional building such as our Class A and Class B buildings that we have 2 locations here in town for your business address. So when people Google you on Google Maps or they look up on your website, they have our address and they think, oh, look, they're pretty successful. They're credible because they're in that big building. I've passed by that building before many times. So I'm gonna call that person. So we help virtual clients, we call them, people who work from home or out of their car. We help them have a big image using a professional address. And along with that, Jerry, they get the use of receiving mail and packages with us. And so we have somebody who signs for you, emails you that there's a package that has arrived. And it's just a little bit more secure than using that home address. And Google doesn't let you use a P.O. box. So it's win-win by signing up for virtual mail. So that's one way. The other way we help people is that you can meet your clients at Office Alternatives. So perhaps you are used to meeting them at Starbucks or Panera Bread, a number of great fine restaurants here in town. But meeting someone at an office building and using a conference room, it's a whole different level of professionalism. It creates that, again, that facade that you are more established, more credible, more professional, and you're not fighting for Wi-Fi connections, outlet connections, or talking about somebody's financial data, you know, at Starbucks over lattes. So we offer hourly conference room space.
That's awesome. So when you're here at Office Alternatives, it feels like a very secure atmosphere. So, you know, with a lot of cybersecurity things going on that affects different businesses, or you're out in the public and you can get hacked, or someone's just overhearing a conversation where you're talking about, you know, someone's releasing their private information to you.
Sure.
This seems like the place to be.
It is. You know, we have a variety of ways you can meet clients here and have our protected Wi-Fi that's behind a firewall. You can use our co-working lounge, which we have on our west side location down at Montano and Coors area. And you have a safe place. And if it's really financial data or private information you discuss, I recommend renting a day office from us and just meet your client behind closed doors. You have a big professional desk, and we'll show you a snapshot of that, what that looks like, and you have all the privacy you want. Now, if you are wanting to get out of the house, Jerry, and this is something I haven't mentioned yet, we're finding a lot of spouses are kicking their spouse or significant other out of the house because after over a year of working together from home, they're ready to like, hey, go get an office somewhere. But instead of signing a lease somewhere and paying a lot of money for overhead, we offer executive office suites on site, and you get basically everything you need to rent an office from us, all in one price, all inclusive, and you have your receptionist up front. So that's another way that we've been helping small business, Jerry, here on the west side and in General Center.
So basically what you're saying is Those folks that have been working at home for the past year during the pandemic, they can get their kitchen back, and then the kitchen table will be free again just to eat at rather than being the office also.
That's right, exactly. And mentioning COVID, cleanliness, it's a place where you come and that office is only used by you. So you can clean it, close the door, lock it, and it's a nice, safe office to access 24/7. So maybe you want to come and work at night while you take care of the kids during the day. There's a lot of flexibility by renting an on-site executive suite.
Now we all know, Christine, that there's a lot of co-working spaces out there. What separates Office Alternatives from everyone else?
So that's a great question, Jerry. I think what really makes us different is that we are locally owned, women operated, and we are really about professionalism. We have a very, not to say the others aren't, but we try to really present a big image for the client. Whereas if you just go to, say, a co-working space, generally that's a little bit more laid back, more like you want to be able to talk with people that are there and network and share ideas. Whereas here, you're more here to conduct your business and present an image of professionalism and growth that maybe you haven't yet achieved. So we really help you do that. And we are local, so we have a larger international corporation here in town that does what we do, and they do a fine job. But Office Alternatives was started in 2005 by a woman here in town, and we still continue to run it as a locally owned operation.
That's awesome. So give me an example of types of businesses that use Office Alternatives for their primary place of business.
Okay, so our on-site clients it's very eclectic. We have attorneys, we have massage therapists, we have autism doctor, we have a PT doctor, we have and basically anyone who needs a space and they're just not wanting to lease and have all the extra overhead. Now, as far as our virtual services, Jerry, that's a little different. Virtual mail customers can be any walk of life. It could be a maid service, they need an address, they need a receptionist to answer the phone. That's something I haven't talked about is our phone service. We do answer phones for businesses Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And what that does for you as a business owner is, one, you don't have to hire staff. So you're already saving $35,000 a year or whatever the average receptionist salary is. And you don't have to manage staff, which we all know is a good thing sometimes. And then also you have somebody to answer your phone live. And that way you don't get lost sales, people going to voicemail.
So Office Alternatives has a lot of different options. You have the live version in the office, you have the virtual option here. Basically, it's time for the economy and for everyone to get back to work, start making money again, start creating jobs, doing all of those type things, and Office Alternatives really offers that opportunity to get going again. So if they want to reach out to you, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so I was going to offer that. If you don't know how Office Alternatives can help your business, call me. My number here is 796-9600, and my email is super simple. It's Christina with a CH at officealternatives.com. And I have met with many business owners and gone over their P&L and looked at, are there ways to save operating expenses? So if you don't know how we can help you, call me directly. If you've heard something that I've said today, then also give me a call. We can set you up. Again, no commitment. And we are giving a 20% discount to Rancho Chamber members and listeners, and except for our on-site offices. But on all of our other services, we will give a discount.
Sounds great. So you have 2 locations. What's the addresses of 2 locations so folks can have an idea where you're at?
Sure. So our west side is 6300 Riverside Plaza, Suite 100. That's one roundabout north of Define Fitness at Montano and Coors, right by the McDonald's, kind of category from McDonald's. And then our other office in Journal Center is 48 3801 Lang Avenue, Suite 110. And that's catty-corner of US Bank right there at Paseo and Jefferson. And come by for a tour. Come see our place, talk to our managers, see if it's something that could work for you. If it doesn't work now, maybe it'll work in the future for your business.
So come on out here, visit Christine and her team, really offering a great opportunity for an office alternative from working at home. So with that, thank you so much for having us here today. And remember, eat, drink, shop, and play local. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me, Jerry.